What's up everyone, welcome back. Today we're playing Kaya, Intangible Slayer in Historic Brawl. Kaya is a 7 mana planeswalker, so 3 double white, double black. She has hexproof, which is pretty unique for a planeswalker. Her +2 is each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life, so we can drain our opponents and gain life. 0, which is the ability we'll probably use most often, is you draw 2 cards and each opponent may scry 1. I like how it says may, as if the opponent wouldn't want to scry 1, but it does give them the option. And then the -3 is also super relevant, so exile target creature or enchantment. If it wasn't an aura, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying in addition to its other types. So with the -3, we can exile one of their biggest threats, whether that's a big creature or a big enchantment. Picture this, if we're playing the Prismatic Bridge and we exile their Prismatic Bridge, that's an enchantment, we get the Prismatic Bridge. We get it's a 1/1 white spirit creature token, but it has all the abilities of the Prismatic Bridge. So, or if we're playing against Atraxa and we exile their Atraxa with the -3, we get a token copy of Atraxa, which also triggers the Enter the Battlefield clause. So we get the same, look at the top, whatever it is, 7 cards of our hand and put a bunch of them in our hand. So the -3 is very relevant. Not only does it exile a big threat, but it gives us a copy of it that will get their Enter the Battlefield trigger if it's a permanent that enters the battlefield and has an ETB. So that's another mode that we'll use pretty often. And she starts with 6 loyalty, so you can -3 twice, as long as you protect Kaya. So the -3 is super relevant. As far as the deck, it's essentially Orzhov control. Lots of removal and Thoughtseize types effects. Lots of card draw, incremental life gain, card draw. As you would expect, Kaya costs 7, so we have a bunch of ramp and mana rocks. And then, once we use this half of the deck to basically get the game under control and get to 7 mana, we will slam Kaya. And we also have a bunch of other great Orzhov planeswalkers, like the other version of Kaya. Or we have Rusco, Professor Onyx, Liliana, so on and so forth. And then you're just, typical black and white good stuff spells. Kaya's Wrath's a personal favorite of mine. I think this deck has, like 7 Wraths in it. So we're going to destroy everything the opponent does and slam all of our win cons and see if they scoop. Let's see if we can get some wins in the queue with this deck. If you like this sort of content, please consider subscribing. We do a new video every day with a different commander and a different theme, if you will, different motif. Sometimes it's aggro, sometimes it's control, sometimes it's mid-range, you never know. We'll see who our first opponent is. We get Raddan. It's actually pretty good against us. I think, if I remember right, Raddan is the one that makes our spells cost more. Non-creature spells your opponents cast with mana value 4 or greater cost 2 more. So, if Raddan stays on the battlefield, Kaya costs 9. We have all our mana and we have a bunch of support pieces, so let's keep. We have a ton of removal in the deck, so having this effect on a creature doesn't really scare me. We already almost have enough mana to cast Cleansing Nova anyway. They get to go first. Esper Sentinel is pretty good against us. We'll act like we have... We'll put stops up so that it seems like we have some sort of instant speed. Something. Uh-huh. We can get rid of that with the Cleansing Nova if we want. They're gonna target Kaya, which is, again, fine. You know, I didn't say it in the intro outright, but it was, you know, sort of self-explanatory that, you know, this is not a deck that depends on Kaya coming down. It's just Kaya is a win con eventually. Yep. Sort of like the Valky deck I did. Same kind of concept. The deck runs on its own whether or not we slam Kaya. But if we get to the point where we can slam Kaya, it's really beneficial. This is an artifact, isn't it? Yeah. So let's do it like this. Resolve. Oh, I had this mana too. Oh well. Keep go for the throat up. For their yep. Oh, they're gonna do the artifact side. Okay. Oh, that's fine. We'll just put down Cosmos Elixir. Or should we into the Cleansing Nova? We need more black. That is a good point. I don't know if we should do it into the Cleansing Nova. We're gonna Cleansing Nova next turn, so let's wait. We can hold up go for the throat. It's too bad we lose our Arcane Signet, but we, or maybe we should wait. I don't know. Should we wait? They played this side, which is about targeting. We don't really care about that. We only care about this. Maybe we should just play this and keep going. We can always choose to destroy it if we want. No, that's okay. We don't need that right now. So my thought process is, you know, we have spells to get rid of enchantments. Vanishing Light on my Cosmos Elixir? Okay. So we could choose this now and get this back. We also got the Vanishing Verse, so we can get rid of the Curse of Silence as well. This is an enchantment. So we could choose enchantments with this. We don't have any enchantments. It's artifacts and enchantments. Okay. We don't have a choice. I thought you could separate them out. I thought you could choose one or the other. But it's creatures or artifacts and enchantments. Well, they spent their turn getting rid of it, so obviously it matters. Matters to them that I don't get card advantage. Yep, there we go. Also, the life gain is not irrelevant here. We, you know, they're not drawing anything, or they have something at flash speed. Yeah, we'll just continue the staring match. But the life gain's really good with Cosmos Elixir. And now we start drawing cards, I believe. Yeah. Cool. So this is where we want to be. Maximum life. Okay. We can get rid of it with Meathook Massacre if we... Okay. If we... We could also create a copy of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interesting. So I should have played this turn so that next turn we could play Kaya and exile it. But it's alright. We'll just keep drawing cards. There we go, easy. Easy top deck. And it's instant speed. Destroy target legendary permanent that's an artifact, creature, or enchantment. Okay, well, you can go bye-bye. They played out their whole hand. Can do this. This doesn't target. Right? It's just targeting, right? If a sorcerer will deal damage to you or a permanent you control, prevent one. Whenever another permanent you control was the target of a spell or ability. Yeah. So this none of these target. So let's do it like this. And like this. Draw another card with Cosmos Elixir. Dark Ritual is pretty good. Now we can play Kaya. Yep. I think we did exactly what the deck is supposed to do. They have nothing, and we're about to slam Kaya. Beautiful. We'll see who we get next. Go ahead and hit subscribe. If you like suffocating control, hit that subscribe button. Tamiyo. Oh, this is the one that gives you omniscience, I believe. Draw 3 cards, and you get an emblem with you may cast spells from here without paying their mana cost. Yeah, so you get omniscience. So this is usually a deck that proliferates a bunch. They play Tamiyo, then they proliferate a bunch to get the omniscience ultimate. So this, I mean, this is our only way of getting rid of Tamiyo. So it's not really good enough. Mind Spike's good, but none of this other stuff is. I mean, Maze Mind Tome is. I think we can do better than this hand, though, against this opponent. Was one technically a 3-lander, but no black mana. I think we mulligan again. This gets rid of Tamiyo. We get to go first. Let's try this. We're gonna put a card back. We can put back Reliquary Tower. Let's get the tap land out of the way. Let's go get a white source since we have 2 double white. Or should it be a black source for Path of Peril? Well, yeah. I think it should be a white source. This deck is usually not heavy in creatures that are mana value 2 or less. That's good. Do it like that. Pass. Okay, they may have counter magic. Another land would be nice. Okay. A land would be so good because then we can Wandering Emperor on their turn. They can't stop it from attacking with Tamiyo. Not quite, but we'll take it. We're going to play Tamiyo. We are close to Elspeth mana though, if we draw a land. So we might just activate Staff here to get our best shot. They're not gonna do anything. Okay. Strange. I mean, if you're not gonna do anything, show me that hand. You have a counterspell? That's fine. Fairy Mastermind. Resolve. Resolve. Seal Away, Fateful Absence, Sigrid. Okay. So they have a bunch of instant speed removal. This is the best removal spell because it's so versatile. They don't have any counter magic, so that's good. We'll just pass. We still have the option of flashing in the Wandering Emperor, and we have 5 mana for Elspeth Conquers Death. So we don't need to attack Tamiyo down with the creature. We can exile the Fairy Mastermind. They drew the perfect answer, of course. Now they're gonna play. Oh, they didn't play Tamiyo. Oh, they don't have the mana. Okay. Well, how about this? Do you have another Spell Pierce in your hand? No?
The undead make great minions. Loyal. Get out of my way!
Yep.
Let us see if your talents are worth New data is always welcome.
Good, mindless minion.
I have learned all
Okay,
I can
Tamiyo's
here.
gone for now. Still have swords up. These two cards only matter if we're attacking. Fracture, nice. Good draw. We could just play Kaya. I mean, I think that's what we do. If they have a counter spell, that's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. I'd much rather you use it on that than these spells. What is this? No attacks. We'll wait till we have a bigger army to attack. I want to make them flash these in an unideal way. If we just attack here, they can get rid of our creatures and we don't even get a death trigger. Until they can deal with Liliana, we're ticking up and we're getting close to that ultimate. And that ultimate will win us the game. Oh yeah, we get a Planeswalker back. Very nice. Of course, we're on loyalty.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
Yeah, we'll create a samurai.
We must protect.
Kill the ruin. That'll be nice when they flip this. And
Looks like a fun new toy.
I don't really care about attacking. I'm trying to get to this ultimate. Resolve. Mm-hmm. Yep. What is this, an enchantment?
Keep watch for intruders.
Good help is easy to find in war.
Then we can't hold up Fracture if we do this. But we do get rid of Azcanta. That's fine. This is worth it. Yep. So they would have had to sack this. We would have drawn 2 cards. I don't know what's in their hand, but playing Tamiyo doesn't make any sense. They can only +1 on one of these creatures, and they can only get rid of 2, it seems like. But they don't even know that we have a Fracture, so that would have been a wash. Next turn we could play Kaya if we wanted to. Yeah, it's just not looking good for the opponent. Rusco. Okay, this will be a tough one too. Hopefully we go first. They get to go first. But we get land tax, so that's great. I mean, we have a bunch of lands, but it's nice because they will always have one more land than us. So this will trigger a lot. But is this hand good? Well, at least this gets rid of... The Doomskar gets rid of Rusco. So... in that sense, it's good. But otherwise, it's kind of doo-doo. I mean, this will ramp us and filter for us. Or, you know, scry away the stuff we don't need is what I mean. We'll keep. A reluctant keep. So let's get the tap land out of the way. And then we can... we drew ramp too, so that's good. That's a good draw. Okay, so we'll get you down and you down. Okay. Well, joke's on you because I have a ton of lands. Shouldered. Okay. We already have a Doomskar, right? So probably not. We're gonna do this anyway, so might as well not take the 2 damage. I mean, I guess we take 2 damage anyway, but let's not take an additional 2 damage. That's great. We can get rid of the midnight clocks with that. Let's just keep this going. We can scry again with treasure map. Yep. Let's keep it on top. Mm-hmm.
Recklessness and fear are the seeds my plans do not include you.
We could also make a copy of the Rusco. They time warp into nothing. And then play Narset.
Mind and body should hone your prowess.
Wash away. That's good against us. However, do they have any blue mana up? They do not. So we can just play Kaya. Oops. Opponent.
Now those the fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Yeah, let's do it like this.
I don't
Oh,
move without
wrecked.
knowing my target.
I forgot about Narset. We'll give him an oops. Oops. You hand. Yep. But you're tapped out.
The trick for this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can just play Kaya again. Resolve. Let's just do this.
Curiosity and wonder.
Let's Get rid of you.
Be gone, interloper.
These all cost 0, which is pretty fantastic. I see. I don't think land tax really matters at this point in the game, but here we are. Okay, so make some birds. Uh-huh. Okay, Rusco. Yeah. Make another midnight clock. The Ugin.
Too many unreliable variables.
Resolve all. Oh, I guess gets another white source. You can counter it if you want. Okay. Resolve. Opponent is thinking. Hopefully Arena didn't break again like it did last night. Looks like it might have broke because it's not timing the opponent out, it's not timing me out. Yep. I can't even concede. Cool. Arena, hello. There you are. All right. Those are some of the decks I use to inspire this build. If you've never been to CGB's channel, he has a deck on this, so I leaned heavily on his build, but I changed some stuff. Arena. There we go. This is a video coming out later this week. Or I guess by the time this comes out, it would have already come out. Alright, well, I don't know. Sorry about that. I don't know how that game would have ended. They're definitely a little bit ahead because they did the wash away. Which makes me think if maybe instead of playing Ugin, I should have played Kaya because they were tapped out. Okay, Ghalta. This is the kind of matchup the deck's built to win, but I don't want to jinx myself. Dark Ritual, Edict, Oak Despair. Yep. So once we get to 5 lands, we can play Kaya. They don't have anything to do. Weird. Play you. Oh my goodness, Arena. Really? Hello? Okay. It's starting to glitch again. Let's play the treasure map. Arena's trying its very best. We'll see what the opponent plays. Okay, Wolfpool Haven, they're gonna ramp. We can also ramp. Hold up Edict and pass. Next turn we can play Kaya. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is not a mana rock. But hold on. Cultivate, yeah, sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can play Kaya next turn. Pass. If they don't do anything, then I'm gonna end step treasure map. There's another way we could play Kaya earlier. Put a upkeep stop. Just depending on what we draw or what we scry to the top. Signet. No, it's a little late for Signet. My turn. So if I spend a mana, this becomes a land too, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So I gain... Oh no, this only has one... It only has one counter on it? I thought it had 2. Okay, never mind. We'll just draw. It's a land anyway. We can do this. We can play Kaya. They have 1 green. Okay, I was like, do you have a green counterspell?
I can't stand by when evil threatens the multiverse.
Let's get some cards.
I've done my research.
Not ideal, but you know, we'll take them. This at least is another black source, which we desperately need for Evoke Despair. They gotta play something, right? They haven't played a single creature, and they have a Ghalta as their commander. Do you have a hasty creature? If you have a Vorinclex, that would suck. Okay. Lands, lands, lands.
I'll keep
From
watch.
Tutor. How much mana would I have? I would have 3 mana. Is this a... That's not a wall. That's all my black mana too. So I can't use Shielded DJ. I was thinking if I could hold up both, but I can't. They can't kill this next turn, so maybe I should just go get a board wipe and just prepare that way. What would be the best one? Like Farewell? Probably... probably just Wrath of God, right? You don't have to think about it too hard. Yeah, let's just get Wrath of God. Can't play it this turn, but... They can't kill Kaya. At least with this board state. Now, if they drop a big hasty creature, they can. But we have enough mana to replay Kaya, so not a big deal. They can incubate this, it becomes a 3/5. Okay. Interesting.
You see
Put a
the
stop so we
daggers,
can
right?
treasure map. We'll put a stop here too in case we want the treasures. Stonequill Serpent. Okay. Game of Life. Treasure map. Is it multicolored or monocolored? I can't remember. Well, I mean, this is a good card, so let's just keep it. It'll be applicable for Ghalta, if nothing else. Protection from multicolored. Okay, so we're good. My turn. Let's treasure map. Get the treasures, get the land. Yep. Draw. Main phase. We gotta get... more black soldiers. Let's draw 2.
Let me get a read on the
Man,
situation.
enough with the lands deck. We can still invoke Despair. Let's hold that. Let's hold these and pass. We really set them back on Ghalta because now it's full cost. It's full 12 mana. Okay. We can destroy that if we want. Okay. We'll just get rid of that. Now they don't get the enter the battlefield trigger. We don't have any creature to fight, so this doesn't matter. Draw a card. Resolve. Pass. My turn. I guess we could have saved the Destroy Evil because the Invoke Despair would have gotten the enchant, but I just didn't want them to get the trigger. Do we have enough black sources? 1, 2, 3, and a treasure. Yeah. It's unlikely they have a spell in their hand, but just in case they do, let's get that out of here. Because that's a draw 12 with Ghalta. Auto-pay. Oh, that's even better, actually. Okay, and then let's start draining them.
It's what you deserve.
Pass the turn. Necropotence plus Kaya is pretty amazing. Resolve. Pass. You can go ahead and sacrifice that. You can make a blocker. Okay, so let's play Necropotence. Let's drain them and we gain.
Your time's almost.
Let's do Necropotence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Refill our hand. Next. Attack with the 1/1. End turn. Those cards go in our hand. And I think we're pretty much in the driver's seat. You have a 12 mana commander. It's kind of strange. They usually with a mono green deck they're playing a bunch of creatures on turn 1, 2, and 3, but this opponent didn't do that at all. It's sort of strange. Maybe they just got unlucky, but a normal Ghalta build will have a bunch of creatures of all different kinds of mana costs. So, do I do it? Yeah. Yep, I'm an evil person. Let's draw a card. Drain you.
It's what you
Play
deserve.
Professor Onyx. Play Smothering Tide.
The essence of life is inseparable from the essence of death.
Swords of Plowshares. So even if they play a creature, we can get rid of it. Now I feel comfortable attacking. End turn. Make a treasure. I don't know what the opponent thinks they're gonna draw to get out of this, but I'm all for it. Vivian Reed. Okay, we don't have an answer to that. This is that one that puts stuff on the battlefield too, so that might cause some problems. We'll see.
You can't stop
It's a
nature.
good draw for them. It actually does. If they hit right, you know, they could hit something that keeps them in the game. Toski. Okay. My turn. What do we do here? I think we need cards more than we want to drain them.
I'll keep
Authority
watch.
is pretty good. They're gonna scry. Let's get authority down. That makes all their stuff come into play tapped. We'll draw with Professor Onyx. Yep, perfect.
I have impeccable study habits.
Exile their Planeswalker. Drain them with Liliana, or Professor Onyx, quote unquote. Next, attack them with the 1/1. And Necropotence twice. End turn. Refill my hand. I mean, I might as well do it more than that, but because I can get rid of some of these lands I don't need if I have to discard the hand size. Resolve. I gain a life. Can't be countered. We don't really care about that. Gain a life. You go away. You go away. Make a 1/1. Pass. My turn. Swamp. Draw some cards.
I don't move.
We don't
without
quite
knowing
have
my
lethal.
target.
I guess if we cast enough spells, we would. It's okay, I'm having a good time. This is all trash. So we wouldn't have had lethal.
Let's go digging.
Let's just play out our hand and draw some more cards with Necropotence. We'll pay 0. Confirm. We have Path of Peril in case we need a board wipe for whatever reason. Attack all. Necropotence. We'll do 7 triggers and get rid of any lands in our hand that we don't need. I think that's 4, 5, 6, 7. End turn. Might have been 8. Oh, okay. See, I mean, like, I'm not even gonna laugh at the opponent. I mean, like, I give him props for trying to find a way to win that game. Vivian was actually a really good draw for them because it can. I've seen it pull some crazy stuff out. But yeah, I mean, our deck is like designed to crush decks like this, so tough one for the opponent, but 4/3, I give you a lot of credit for hanging in there. Alright, let's crack a pack. Nice. And let's get a pack. Why not? We have enough. I like the Wilds of Eldraine packs because they come with those cool old cards. If you get a Mythic. Ah. Nice. These are the ones I'm talking about. I guess not all of them are Mythics, which is cool. What does this do? Rakdos. Whenever this creature or another non-token creature controlled dies, create a rat that can't block. Target attacking rat you control gains death touch. Okay. Rakdos rat tribal. Interesting. Alright. Nothing special. Or, you know, I have most of these cards. If you didn't already know, I don't usually... well, I haven't in a long time put any money in this game. I just play the game and crack packs, and that's normally how I get my wild cards. It's slow for sure, but this game can be played for free, and you can still build quite the collection. Okay, deck review. I think it's as advertised. I'm starting to come around to the idea of Historic Brawl being a format that it looks like Commander on the surface. So you think like when you build decks that you're gonna build your deck like a Commander deck, but the rules are very different. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some tea. My throat is killing me. I caught one of those like in between colds. It's not like an actual cold where I'm like sick enough where I can't go to work, but like annoying enough where it like makes my throat hella dry. All right. So what I was saying is the more Historic Brawl decks that I build, the more I realize that it's its own format, is what I'm trying to say. It has this like facade of looking like Commander, because this, if you didn't know I was playing Historic Brawl, besides maybe the Planeswalker being my commander, this looks just like a Commander deck. It's 100 cards, you have a commander, it's 99 singleton. It's all the same rules, right? Well, the difference is that in actual Commander, you have 3 opponents, so whatever your commander is, usually lives longer. It lives a turn or 2 until you start to pop off, and then people deal with you. But you usually get to keep it on the battlefield, and so because of that, you usually want low mana curve, I guess. Low, like you want a 1, 2, 3, or 4 mana commander so that it can come down in the early game, stay on the battlefield, generate you value, and then your deck revolves around it. That's usually the best way to play Commander. However, in Historic Brawl, I'm finding more and more that having a big payoff in the command zone is a legitimate way to win games, because you always have access to it. I mean, there was times where I legitimately didn't care if my opponent countered Kaya or got rid of Kaya, because we could just cast her again. We could cast her over and over again as many times as we can afford. And that's kind of unique to a 1v1 format. So I'm gonna keep building. I mean, I'm gonna build a lot of different ways, but I'm gonna keep that thought in the back of my head when I'm building decks. And I'm gonna sort of start keeping track of my brain of like, commanders that are in the 1 through 4 mana value slot that the deck revolves around, and how those do against decks like this that have a Haymaker in the command zone. I personally think the Haymaker in the command zone is a really viable way to play Historic Brawl. So, as far as the rest of the deck, I mean, it's Orzhov. It's remove all your stuff, access to all the best exile and removal. Despark, one of my favorites. And then, just having the ability to like slam some of the best cards in the game. This deck's really good. So go ahead and try it out. If you like the video, subscribe. Drop a comment. If there's a particular commander you'd like me to play, put in the comments. Like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, later.